Stop it!
The brakes didn't work. Oh my god. Back in December, the boys and I went on this crazy adventure to Taiwan and the Philippines. And on Christmas, we had the most insane day ever. We got into multiple motorbike accidents, got stuck in a typhoon, and in the very end, we survived to make it back for our Christmas dinner. So in this episode, we're sharing those exact experiences, and I am so pleased to be joined with both Dylan Riggs and Ibeck Jegenbergen. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to share this story with you guys.
Thank you for inviting us, Peter. We're back on the show. Another day, another adventure.
Hi, how's it going? We're reporting live from the Philippines. We've made it. We've arrived in the island of Coron. So to give a little bit of context, we were staying on the island of Coron in the Philippines, and on the second day, which was Christmas Eve, we were supposed to go to the island of Colion, but every single ferry was canceled due to a typhoon warning in the region. We didn't think much of it. The skies were clear, it was beautiful, but every single ferry was canceled. And naturally, what we did was tap into our travel insurance, our wonderful travel insurance, and booked a 5-star hotel. We stayed there for about 4 extra days. Once we got in there, the hotel invited us to this Christmas Eve dinner, this grand Christmas Eve dinner. And at that very moment, we had everything going for us. We had carved out watermelon. We had dancing. We had a wonderful dinner, but wait until the next day.
Stop it!
The brakes didn't work. Oh my god.
Basically, we woke up on Christmas morning and the sky looked absolutely clear. The weather was gorgeous. And, we looked at ourselves and we're like, we want to take a Christmas adventure. Let's test our luck. Some people were even speculating that the typhoon was going to miss us altogether. So honestly, we were willing to take the risk. Naturally, we rented 2 mopeds. We got a map and we tried to search for a nearby beach. And then we got our mopeds and we got our target destination on the map and
All the locals were so friendly. They were saying Merry Christmas as we were passing by, being so cheerful.
Merry Christmas!
And once we reached the beach, we weren't too satisfied with it. And some locals actually told us that there's a better beach that lies just a couple miles ahead.
And boy, were they wrong. They were so wrong. This was quite possibly the worst decision we had made on that entire trip. So this was a rocky trail with loose dirt, loose rocks, steep uphill, steep downhill. It was terrible. As I was going downhill, I was terrified. The bike would not stop. And then it goes right into a ditch. It pins me under my leg, and bam! The boys are running over to me off of their bike. They're unpinning me from the bike. My leg was bleeding. It was bruised. Oh my God. I cleaned the wound with water, wrapped it with a microfiber towel. Then I said to myself, shit, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's no ambulances. There's no helicopters. We're on a tropical exotic island. And the only way out is forward. The moped was fine after the crash, but after that, 20 minutes later, the wheel, it slips again. It almost pins me a second time. This time I was unharmed, but both of the mirrors were
gone, shattered.
Well, I'm good.
Oh, that's good.
How are you gonna explain this?
We're gonna pay a little bit of money.
Oh my God, you guys were lucky. You guys were really lucky.
Oh man, that was like a black diamond trail for the roads. And if we'd simply looked at Google Maps, we'd have seen a ton of people cautioning against this because it's dangerous, especially with the little mopeds that we had. The locals were crazy to send us down there.
So we finally arrived to the beach after, again, just a couple minor injuries.
Okay, we made it to here. Oh my God.
But once we arrived to the beach, it was gorgeous. It was incredible. We were probably among the only tourists on the beach.
Yeah.
Pretty much the entire beach was full of locals. again, at this point, the weather was still great. So we got to swim and just enjoy the beach. And it was incredible. But it wasn't long until we started seeing those storm clouds coming in. And Peter looks up and he sees them and says, you know, guys, I think we got to start heading back. So we probably only spent about 45 minutes to an hour at the beach. And then we had a pretty crazy journey back because the storm was coming.
So we just started going back. And after a couple minutes, it started raining. And the rain just got worse and worse. And so did the wind. We didn't want to go the same way that we came because there was no way that we could have went up that steep hill after that rained.
Absolutely no way at all. It was just bad. And I knew if we went up there a second time, we would be dead.
Yeah, so we had two choices. Either go back that rocky hell path, which Google Maps said it would take 45 minutes, or go back the long road, which we weren't sure if it's any better, which would take an hour and a half.
But it was a highway.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so no bueno.
Yeah, but the worst part was that we were in a typhoon and we were trying to get back to the town of Corona as soon as possible. It started hitting us like hail, and we were speeding 60 kilometers an hour through like really shitty roads trying to get back. It was hitting our eyes so bad that Peter had to wear his blue goggles. So that
Oh
it
my
wouldn't hit him
God.
too much.
The blue goggles. I looked like a damn alien. I was wearing them on the highway. People were probably looking at me like, what's wrong with this gringo?
It's crazy.
And Ibeck, didn't you end up dropping your GoPro on the highway?
Yeah. Oh my God. It was on my helmet, and next thing I know, it's not even there.
And I immediately slammed on the brakes. You were waving me to keep on going. Keep on going. I stopped, I parked the bike, and I picked it up. And we just kept going. We kept on going.
And just so you mind, this was raining so hard. The reason I wanted to stop, I was honestly scared for our lives. I thought we would slip with a small motorbike, or that other people wouldn't see us. You couldn't see anything. It was raining like hell.
We finally ended up arriving back to the hotel, completely drenched. We were hungry. We didn't bring nearly enough food for this journey. So we walk into the hotel lobby, soaked. We're dripping water all over the floor. The receptionist looks at us, and I swear I thought she was going to kick us out of the hotel at that moment. She's like, what the hell are these gringos doing coming into my reception covered in water?
And the thing is,
you know,
we had asked for about 5, 6, 7, 8 towels just sent to the room immediately. We were dripping water going up that large staircase, and they were looking at us.
we got back to our room, and we just ended up ordering like this huge Christmas dinner. Like we took their menu and we just ordered almost everything that we possibly could. And man, did we feast. Like we put our desks in the middle of the room in between the beds, and we just ate, and and also celebrated too, because it was an incredible journey. Honestly, it turned out okay for us in the end.
What I will say is that I was just so relieved that we all got back in one piece. And although the moped I was driving did have like 2 broken mirrors, when we returned it to the rental guy, what was his name? Buyat, whatever. I handed him like $20 or 1,000 pesos for the tiny damages, and I said, no problem. Is the moral of the story is if that there's a typhoon warning for a tropical exotic island, you should take the proper precautions at all costs. Although we love the beach, it just wasn't worth risking our lives for.
I think it was worth it. Good number.
Really?
Only because we're here to share the story.
We didn't really learn our lesson at all, because the next day, even with the typhoon warning still going on, we extended the rental on our mopeds. You already know what happened there. Only this time, we ended up getting a flat tire. And if you like this video, hit the like button so that we can post part 2 of this series, because the second story, we're even luckier to be alive. And I mean, that's not a lie.